What if I told you that you do not exist? At least, not in the way you think. The person you believe yourself to be, your name, your job, your memories, that is a collection of stories. But who or what is aware of those stories? The answer to that question is the only answer that matters. It is the master key to reality. And by the end of this, you will hold that key. This key unlocks the most profound, yet simple, truth of your existence. There are two of you. First, there is the person. This is the you believe yourself to be. It is a collection of thoughts, memories, feelings, and sensations. It has a name. It has a history. It has worries about the future. This person is the character you are playing. But if you are the character, who is watching it? This brings us to the second you, the real you, the silent, formless, constant awareness in which all those thoughts, memories, and feelings appear. You are not your thoughts. You are the space for your thoughts. You are not your pain. You are the awareness of your pain. This is not philosophy. This is your most direct experience. And realizing this difference is the first step. Let's take that step right now. Stop for just 1 second and try to find the person you call you. Look for it. You will find a thought. You will find a memory. You will find a feeling in your chest or a tension in your shoulders. But keep looking. Who's aware of the thought? Who notices the feeling? Who sees the memory? You see, that which is looking cannot be what it sees. The awareness that is searching is the very thing you are searching for. It has no shape, no color, no name, no age. It was the same awareness that was present when you were 5 years old, and it will be the same awareness present in your final moments. This is the this you came to understand, the permanent screen on which the temporary movie of your life is playing. And here is the secret. All human suffering comes from one mistake: believing you are the movie and not the screen. When you are identified with the person with your thoughts and feelings, you are a leaf tossed in the wind. You are terrified of the future because the person can be hurt. You are haunted by the past because the person has scars. But when you rest as the awareness, what can harm you? Can a thought actually hurt the awareness that is aware of it? Can a feeling actually stain the silent space that holds it? No, this is the great liberation. Reality doesn't change, but your relationship to it fundamentally breaks. Fear, anxiety, and doubt, they still appear, but they are no longer you. They are just clouds passing through your infinite conscious sky. This is the final shift. The shift from being the person to watching the person. From this place, you no longer need to understand reality. You are it. The person you thought you were was just a story. The awareness you are is the storyteller. And that storyteller is the same awareness watching this right now through every pair of eyes in every part of the world. So, the only question left: what happens when the storyteller finally realizes it is the only thing that is real? You were not born with your name. You were not born with your beliefs. You were not born with your fears, or your ambitions, or your memories. You were born as pure, open awareness. So, where did the person you are today come from? It was built piece by piece. And today, we are going to look at the blueprints. The very first line drawn on that blueprint is identification. As an infant, you did not experience a you and an other. There was just everything. Hunger, warmth, sound, and sight were all one single, seamless experience. Empty awareness. Then, a sound was repeated over and over. Your name, You learned to respond to it. The first thread of identity was sown. The vast, open awareness learned to associate itself with this body. The feeling of pain became my pain. The feeling of hunger became I am hungry. This is the primary act of creation. The infinite awareness voluntarily limits itself to become a person. This me is the central character, the protagonist of your story. But a character needs more than a name. It needs a past. The past is built from the bricks of memory. Think about this. Without your memory, who are you? If you woke up tomorrow with no recollection of your past, the person you are today would be gone. Your triumphs, your heartbreaks, your skills, your deepest wounds, they are all just memories. The mind clings to these memories and weaves them into a continuous thread. This thread creates the illusion of a solid, unchanging me. I am this way because this happened to me. I am a good person because I remember doing good things. I am a victim because I remember being hurt. The person is not a thing. It is an activity. It is the non-stop mental storytelling of my past. This story gives the person a sense of history, but to have a complete character, it also needs a future. The future of the person is built from the scaffolding of belief. This includes all your hopes, your dreams, your fears, and your deepest held opinions. These beliefs act as a filter for reality. They are the rules of your character. I must achieve this to be happy. I must avoid that to be safe. This creates the two great engines of the person, desire and fear. Desire is the person projecting itself into a future where it is complete, where it finally gets what it wants. Fear is the person projecting itself into a future where it is threatened, where it loses what it has, or fails to get what it desires. So, this is the blueprint of the person you call you, an identification with a body, built on a story from past memories, projecting itself into a future driven by belief, desire, and fear. It is a beautiful, complex, and intricate construction, but it is a construction nonetheless. And like any construction, it can be observed. This entire elaborate character, this person you have spent your life believing yourself to be, has only ever existed inside one thing. It has existed in the vast, silent, unconstructed space of your own awareness. The person is a story. The awareness is the page on which that story is written. We have now examined the story. We have seen how the ink is mixed and how the words are formed. We have seen the blueprints. But this leads to the most important question of all. What happens when you stop reading the story? And for the first time, you become aware of the page? For our entire lives, our attention has faced outward, at the world, at our thoughts, at our problems, at our future. The great search is not a search at all. It is the simple, radical act of turning our attention around 180 degrees to look at the source of the looking. This video is that invitation, a simple, guided practice to find the one thing you have never, ever been without. So, let's begin. There is nothing you need to do. No special state you need to achieve. You only need to notice wherever you are. Just allow yourself to be. Let's start with sound. Just listen. Listen to the sound of my voice. Listen to the silence between my words. Can you hear other sounds? The hum of a room, a car in the distance, the sound of your own breathing. Just notice them. Don't label them as good or bad. Don't create a story around them. See them as just appearances, arising and fading, all on their own. Now, ask yourself the simple question: Who or what is aware of these sounds? Don't look for an answer in words. Just look. Now, let's turn that gentle awareness inward. Become aware of your thoughts, just as you listen to the sounds in the room. Now watch your own mind. You don't need to create thoughts. You certainly don't need to stop them. That is impossible. Just observe them. A thought about the future might appear. A memory from the past. A judgment about this video. See them as clouds, floating by in the vast, open sky of your awareness. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. Notice that the thoughts change. They appear, they stay for a moment, and they dissolve. But the you that is watching the thoughts, does it change? Or is it the constant, steady presence that just notices? This is the final step of the great search. We have noticed sounds. We have noticed thoughts. But what about the noticer? What about the awareness itself? Can you see it? You cannot, because it is the very seeing. It is like trying to see your own eyes without a mirror. You are the very thing you are searching for. All this time, you have been the awareness, pretending to be a person who is seeking awareness. This is it. This silent, open, empty knowing. This is the page we talked about. This is the real you. It is not distant. It is not something you will achieve in the future after years of meditation. It is the most intimate, simple, and obvious truth of your experience right now. This is it. There is no next step, no further place to go. You have simply arrived where you have always been. This is your home base, the silent center of the storm, the person we deconstructed in the last video, the story, the memories, the fears. That character will continue to play. The noise of the world will return, but something fundamental has now changed. Before, you were lost in the story. Now, you are the awareness, watching it. You have found the permanent screen. You have found the endless sky. So, this is the new question. What happens to fear, to anxiety, and to suffering when you no longer believe you are them? Imagine you are sitting in a dark theater. You are completely lost in the movie. Your heart pounds during the chase. You feel sorrow at the loss. This is how most of us live, lost in the movie of our own mind. Now, imagine you slowly become aware of the theater itself. You see the edges of the screen. You realize you are not the character. You are the audience. The movie hasn't stopped, but you are no longer in it. This is the great shift in perspective. The movie is your moment-to-moment experience. The images flashing on the screen are your thoughts. The soundtrack is your emotions. The rumbling of the theater, your physical sensations. For your entire life, this movie has been so loud, so colorful, so all-consuming that you forgot you were the one watching. You believed. You were the character on the screen. When the character was in danger, you felt, I am afraid. When the character was betrayed, you felt, I am hurt. This is the illusion. The character is a story. You are the silent, steady awareness in which the story is told. Now, look closer. What about the screen itself? The movie is always changing. It can be a terrible tragedy or a brilliant comedy. But the screen on which it all plays does not change. A sad scene does not stain the screen. A fire in the movie does not burn the screen. The screen is the formless, changeless space that allows the movie to be. This is the key. When you believe you are the character, you are terrified of the fire. You are broken by the tragedy. When you realize you are the screen, the fire still burns. The tragedy is still sad, but it is no longer you. It is just the movie. You are the silent, indestructible space in which it is all happening. This is not apathy. This is peace. This is the profound realization. You are not the story. You are the space in which the story is free to play. The movie of your life will continue. The thoughts will arise. The emotions will surge. The world will make its noise. But you are no longer lost in the dark theater. You are no longer fused to the character. You are the silent, unmoving awareness. The indestructible screen, the witness to it all. But this realization is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning. Knowing you are the screen is the key. But how do you use that key? When the movie of your life becomes a storm, when fear or failure or loss is all you can see, how do we live this truth? Every single day, the realization is easy. It happens in a quiet moment. But life is not a quiet moment. Life is a storm, a sudden loss, a flash of anger, a deep wave of fear. In that moment, the truth is forgotten. We are instantly, tragically lost in the movie again. Today is not about finding the truth. It is about holding it. How to be the calm center of the hurricane. The hurricane will come. That is not a failure. That is life. A surge of anger at a careless word, a knot of fear about the future, a deep ache of sadness. In that moment, the person, the old habit, will try to take over. It will scream, "I am angry." It will whisper, "I am afraid." This is the moment of your power. The practice is not to fight the storm. You cannot. The practice is not to stop the feeling. The practice is to notice it. That is all. When the wave of anger rises, just see it. Feel the heat in your chest. Feel the tension in your jaw. View it as a weather pattern passing through you. You are not the anger. You are the vast, steady awareness that is noticing the anger. This is the great pause, the gap between the spark and the fire. This pause, this simple act of noticing, changes everything. You see, the person, the character, needs one thing to survive: your belief. A feeling of anger is just energy in the body. It has no power on its own. It only becomes anger when the mind creates a story and you, the awareness, fuse with it. When you believe the story, "I am angry," but when you notice the anger, when you watch it as a neutral observer, you are no longer fused with it. You have broken the spell. The story of "I am angry" and the raw energy of the feeling are seen separately. The energy is allowed to move, to be felt, and to pass, all on its own. It is not suppressed. It is not resisted. It is simply seen. And the energy that is seen by the light of awareness dissolves. It cannot survive without your belief. This is the practice. It is not a destination you arrive at. It is a new way of walking. You will forget. The storm will pull you back in. The old habit of the person will feel all-consuming. And that is okay. Because the you that forgets is just another scene in the movie. The you that gets lost is just another cloud passing through the infinite, patient sky. The sky does not mind the clouds. The screen does not judge the movie, and you, the awareness, are simply here, always. We have learned to watch the character. We have learned to sit in the theater. We have learned to be the screen. But this leads to one final, magnificent question. We know we are the awareness that watches the story. But who or what is the storyteller? All this time, we have spoken of two, the person and the awareness, the movie and the screen, the story and the watcher. But this was just a pointer. The final step is to see the truth that lies beyond two. We have asked, who is the storyteller? What if the watcher is the storyteller? What if there is only one? This is the final, magnificent truth. To see it, let's look at a new metaphor. Think of the ocean. You, the silent, formless awareness, are the vast, deep, endless ocean. You are the stillness in the depths. Now, a thought appears, a feeling, a sensation. This is a wave. We look at the wave and we call it anger or fear or joy. But ask yourself, is that wave separate from the ocean? No, it is just the ocean itself moving. It is the ocean taking on a temporary form. The person you call you, with all its thoughts, memories, and feelings, is not in the awareness. It is a movement of the awareness. The watcher is the story. The awareness is the thought. The storyteller is simply telling a story to and as itself. This is the end of the person. It is the end of the seeker, because the you that was seeking has realized it is the very thing it was looking for. And not just that, it has realized it is everything else as well. The you that is the ocean is the same ocean as the person sitting next to you. The awareness that is watching your movie is the same awareness watching every movie. The sound of the wind, the light from the sun, the thoughts in your head, it is all one thing, one single conscious energy, dancing and playing as everything. It is the storyteller being the story. And the name of that story is the universe. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a single drop. You are not a person in the world. You are the world experiencing itself as a person. You are not the movie. You are not the screen. You are the light that becomes both. You are the storyteller, and the search is over. You are. This